Well, hello, my fellow caramellers. How are you doing today? Well, I was on the Facebook's groups thing, these jobs. I don't know which Facebook group it was. I got tagged onto something. Might have been on the Luka Cee Model Car Hobby Headquarters group. I don't have all the information up in front of me. I just wanted to do this quick video because, well, a question that I've seen many times is how to remove the residue left on your paint after you've done some bare metal foiling and, you know, it leaves a residue. So I went ahead about an hour ago and put this bare metal foil across this already done paint job, and hopefully it leaves some residue. So, you know, we'll see. And if it does, I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. So let's go ahead and peel that off and see if it left us some residue. If it didn't, then, you know, well, we'll go with it. Trying to find a good way to get this all off without scratching the paint too, but I'll just try to lift it with, there we go, lift it with my finger nail. There we go. Really carefully. Ooh, don't want to scratch the paint. There we go. And I'm lifting, and it's really not leaving any residue. Yeah, a little bit. We got a little bit of residue there. That'll do us. That's going to do fine. This is very, very old bare metal foil, but it did leave a touch of residue. You can kind of see. Let's get some in the light. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. But it's just, we got a little residue. As a matter of fact, when you really look across it, you can really see the residue. So I'm going to show you how I get rid of it. There's a couple ways. You can try using just some simple, I don't have a Q-tip on me, so I like actually using toilet paper. It's nice and soft. I get a soft brand. And something I always keep under the bench, I just keep a big jug of like off-brand Windex, okay? I use Windex a lot for a lot of things, a lot of cleaning, especially when it comes to acrylics. I clean my airbrush with it, you know, water-based paints. When I paint in my model room, I'll only paint with water-based like Tamiya and stuff like that. So I keep this here just to clean up my airbrush. So let's try a little of this, because I made this suggestion, try Windex. So we got some toilet paper here. I'm just going to use cotton, Q-tips, you know, whatever you'd like to use. Something soft, something that doesn't have lint on it. But I'm going to go ahead and off camera, I'm just getting a little bit of Windex on this. And I'm just going to try some of it, just see if I can get some of it off with the Windex. The Windex dries pretty quick off of there. Rub the area. And it took it off. I really don't know if you guys can see it, but just right there, it took some of that off. It did okay. It can do that. You could try that. But what I really super suggest, you can try a wax cleaner, but I really like this Novus stuff. This is probably the best stuff. Everybody should get this right here and have it at your workbench. It's really the best. But this right here, this plastic clean and shine, and then you have fine scratch remover. Either one of these would work. I'm going to try this first. It's just a very, very watery liquid. Let's see how it rolls in cleaning that residue off. And it got a lot of it off, but they still have some smudging. Now the thing is too, this is an already done and waxed surface that I did this on. Me, lots of times, like my bare metal foiling I actually put bare metal foiling down before I clear. So it's really important to get any residue off if you're going to clear over it. But you can see there's still some on there. Hopefully got some of it off, and then you can get a little bit stronger with like the more pasty, and it can be Novus, it can be any type, whatever you have in your garage that you use on your car, and you also use it on your models like Meguiar's or Mother's or anything like that. But you get their wax cleaner, has slightly very light abrasives, and that's what this is. This is like scratch remover cleaner. I'll put a little on there, don't even need that much there, and I'll just kind of work that all in. and this should take it all off. I actually did find a microfiber towel I usually like to use, and let's go ahead and see if we got that all off. And that stuff pretty well took it all off. Yeah, that did the job. Look at that. It took it all off. And I'm going to top it all off with, I already have, like, this thing's been fully polished and waxed already. I kind of disrupted this little area, but it doesn't look too bad. And something else I like to use, this is just like detailer I use on my cars when I go to a car show or something. Not that I have a great paint job on my car, but I wipe my car down with this. But if you do have a really nice hot rod, you go to car shows, this, I also have Mother's. It's just called detailer. It's just a spray spritz, and I, just shoot a little on here. I already got some on the car because I'm sloppy like that. And I already the other night actually wiped this whole car down with this stuff, and I use it on my real cars. Again, Mother's sells this stuff. McGuire sells it. It's just called the detailer. There's this company 303. They're pretty heavy over at the Barrett-Jackson. Those level of cars. But look at that. Yeah, we have totally gotten rid of that residue that little bit of bare metal foil left. So, yeah. Home Remedies does okay, but if you're going to have that kind of thing, you're building models, you want to have nice show quality, or just, I say that this is actually being built to be taken to shows. So this is one of my high level paint jobs. As I look at it, it ain't that great. You want to have your models look top notch, and little residues like that bother you. You got to have the tools. You got to spend the money sometimes. I know everybody tries to look for the cheapest route, and we did it. Did a little Windex. It worked a bit. Rubbing alcohol works a bit, but quite honestly, I really highly suggest having this. This is what really, right there, that's what took it off. But there's also other brands of polishes. Do your research on polishes. Very light abrasive polishes, cleaners, they call them, and those will take everything you need off. It makes it so easy to clean your models, keep them polished up, and once your models are put together and built, always get some of this detailer, whichever brand you want to use. That stuff is handy. But these are the tools of the trade. You want to have nice quality, good looking models. You care about that stuff. You care about residues after you do bare metal foil. Well, if you care about that, stop really trying to find the home remedy concoction that costs you only 35 cents. It's just not going to happen, guys. You got to spend some money a little bit and have the tools that you need to get the job done properly. It's a good investment. You enjoy your hobby. Stop looking for the cheapest way out. I've talked about that before, and I get hate for it. Oh, yeah, easy for you to say. I work part-time at a convenience store, all right? I am definitely not a man of tons of means. But one thing I do, something that I love, is model cars. And I love building nice looking model cars, and I just don't skimp. I don't worry about that stuff. I believe me, I care about money and I penny pinch, but I'm just going to have the tools I need to do the job right. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope this worked out for everyone involved and, the whole model car community. Go on to my Teespring store. You got a couple more weeks before we run out of, the September 26th is when the sale of I Hoard model kits t-shirt will be done. Wrecking the Hobby Tour summer tour will be over. And so we just got less than 2 weeks now. That shirt. And of course, we have dropped the prices on the Teespring store. You know what we say here. This is me, Luka Cee. Keep gluing those fingers together, keep cutting that styrene, and keep building model cars. Why? Well, because they're fun. Here's the producers. But you've got all. Okay. I spit on my